Let's talk why ROI is the most important metric for your business. Marketing professionals and founders today are just inundated with vast amounts of data. Metrics such as likes, clicks, shares, and impressions are readily available, but it often leads to confusion and especially distraction if it's not directly tied to your revenue generation. That's why ROI, or return on investment, it's the most critical metric for marketers and founders in 2025. It's more than a calculation. It's your bottom line. It's the compass that drives your business. It's your strategy in action. But here's the challenge. Many marketers can report ROI. Few really know how to optimize it. Imagine you've got a marketing team that's celebrating 100,000 views on a campaign video, but your revenue hasn't changed. On the paper, it looks great. It probably feels great, but in reality, it's a loss. Vanity metrics are both comforting and deceptive. True ROI optimization means shifting from what happened to what matters, what truly influences your pipeline, what drives your conversions, and focuses that revenue. In this video, I'll show you how to find and fix inefficiencies in your marketing budget, uncover the core drivers of what sustainable growth really means, and build scalable campaigns rooted in real data. We're going to dive into real systems, tools, and frameworks. So no matter if you're managing ads, you're writing a blog post, or helping customers, you're going to learn how to make every dollar count. You're going to see real value from yours and your team's efforts. So let's begin. What ROI really measures and why most marketers get it wrong. ROI is often seen as a formula. Revenue minus cost divided by cost equals return on investment. But successful ROI optimization requires more than just math. It demands clarity on what really drives revenue and how to improve it over time. Let's consider this example. We've spent $10,000 on a paid search campaign and it brought in $30,000 in revenue. That's great. The ROI is 200%. But what if those customers never buy again? What if instead your $8,000 email campaign brought in $20,000 and it produced higher lifetime value, or LTV? Now the email campaign is clearly the smarter investment. This is why digital marketers and founders have to go beyond the surface when it comes to finding out what return on investment is. Most track short-term campaign results. Few take the holistic view that connects user behavior to conversions across a wide range of platforms and all of your buyer stages. So great marketers don't just count actions. They map long-term outcomes. That's how we move from volume to value. Now let's talk about the 5 core layers of ROI optimization. Here's a full stack view that powers real ROI optimization. First, let's talk audience fit. Are we bringing in the right target audience? Which channels are driving those high quality leads? Are you targeting based on customer behavior or just job titles? You might generate thousands of leads from a TikTok or social campaign, but if none of them convert, your audience fit is off. On the other hand, 50 well-targeted LinkedIn leads can outperform 500 low-intent ones. So we segment by lead source. We measure our conversions and customer lifetime value per channel. And then we use tools like Apollo and Clay to enrich and qualify contacts. This eliminates what underperforms. Then we can look at funnel performance. Are our landing pages effective? Do visitors engage with the call to action and messaging? Where are people dropping off in cycle? You might discover, for example, that 60% of the users abandon your form at step 2. That could be a UX issue costing you revenue. Or you could be asking for too much data. So you use heat maps and analytics to review real-time user behavior. Then run focused A/B tests to optimize the design, the messaging, and the CTA clarity of your forms. Then we're talking about conversion velocity. How quickly are leads converting? Are some sources faster? Is email nurturing outperforming direct traffic? Track the amount of time between first click and a purchase. Prioritize faster moving audiences for short-term wins. Benchmark timelines across all of your campaigns. This will help you determine which channel performs and what's fastest. Then it's customer retention. How much are you earning from existing customers? Are they coming back? Do they refer others? To do this, develop loyalty flows. Use the CRM and email automation to engage your customer base. Offer upsells, loyalty rewards, and referral incentives to boost LTV. Then it's attribution clarity. Are we giving credit where it's due? Consider which touch points really influence buyer. For example, a lead might click your paid ad, but they first discovered your brand through a blog post or your social content. Last click attribution really misses this. So implement multi-tool attribution. Use tools like Looker Studio and Triple Whale to collect data from every major interaction. And evaluate how your blog posts, paid ads, social content, and emails contribute to each other at every stage of the customer journey. All right, great. Now let's move forward into channel-specific return on investment strategies. Next, let's zoom into ROI tactics for key marketing channels. On social media platforms, you're going to need to track cost per lead, return on advertising spend, engagement engagement, and conversion. Use remarketing, lookalike audiences, and dynamic creatives to target potential customers who've shown interest. Pair this all with analytics to understand which posts drive the most assisted conversions. For email marketing, we track open rates, click-through rates, and conversion rates. We personalize by segment and behavior, building workflows for new versus loyal customers. Over time, we test offers and timing using A to B frameworks. For search and paid ads, we track return on advertising spend, quality score, and bounce rate amongst just conversion numbers like customer acquisition costs. Align your value proposition with search intent, optimize the landing page experience, and use lead scoring to qualify that search-driven traffic. With content including SEO and blog posts, here we're mainly focused on tracking organic traffic, the engagement time, and the assisted conversions. We create content pillars around buyer intent. Using call to actions, we guide readers to the next best action and encourage them throughout our funnel. And finally, we use video marketing to take everything to the moon. Here, improving watch time and post-click engagement are core to the success of your channel. So we use videos for storytelling and education. We'll add CTAs in either the video description or the overlays, and we'll retarget video viewers with deeper funnel ads. Now we're building ROI into your business. ROI optimization becomes easier when you operationalize it. What does that mean? Well, here's how to embed it into your daily work and your business. First of all, set up weekly campaign reviews. Set aside 30 minutes to just flag underperformers, identify scalable wins, and track movement in key segments. Use a consistent format. Traffic plus conversion rate, return on investment, drives to the next action. Then use live ROI dashboards such as Looker Studio or similar tools to view spend versus revenue, your conversion funnel pipeline, and also campaign level return on investment in real time. Get a scope of how it's all working out. Tailor the dashboards to the individual, the executive team, marketing teams, and channel managers, as well as the product team. From here, we can drive purpose-driven A to B testing. Don't just test randomly, but test things that will impact the action of your campaign, such as the button label, page headlines, and email offer formats. Test your hypothesis tied to real question. For example, will adding urgency improve the response rate? Next, it's post-sale impact, or mapping after the sale. Here we're going to track re-engagement and identify product-specific retention trends. We'll use surveys and other marketing notifications to understand what really drove that user satisfaction. And ultimately, it comes to marketing team collaboration. Encourage regular communication across departments and functions. From sales, support, product teams, marketing, we all bring valuable insights that impact the return on investment. Sync regularly on what feedback is recurring. Also, which leads are closing fastest? Where do we lose the most opportunities? Here's the bottom line. ROI optimization, it's more than a report card or a function. It's how smart founders really win. Marketers focus on outcomes, not vanity metrics. Track conversion behavior, not just traffic. And prioritize what moves those target ideal customers forward. At the end of the day, every touch point matters. From your landing page to the emails that wrote them to get there, the remarketing you took to drive them in through conversion. This is how you go from guessing to knowing and from spending to scaling. We have to all think like investors with our time. We invest in what compounds, we build a system that feeds itself and uses insights that make smart, focused decisions. All right, so here's your next step. Go out there and audit one campaign to look for return on investment gaps. Then run a high impact test to test your hypothesis and start tracking an overlooked channel. These may seem like small steps, but I promise, if you focus on them, they'll change the trajectory of your future growth. So let me know in the comments, where do you think the ROI is hiding in your business? And if you found this valuable, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next Friday for more insights and strategies that'll help your business thrive.